I came here to the Nature Center so I could take a few photos, so I could give some examples of good photos and bad photos. This way I can help give some composition tips so you can decide on how to better your own photography. Show a few things that I do wrong and show a few ways of correcting them, so that hopefully in the future you don't make the same mistakes and you can have a better photography experience. See how it goes. And I will apologize, I'm going to be using a long lens for some of this. There's no image stabilization on it, and what little photography I do with that lens will be alright, but what little video I do with it will be a bit shaky. At a later date I do plan on picking up some type of stabilizer or a better long lens, but for now I do the best with what I have. I'll try to use my intermediate lens for most of it, that at least has stabilization in it, and we'll do some to make it better. So I'll see if I can't find a nice little shot. When I get that, I'll take it wrong, then I'll retake the shot and explain how I've corrected it. Okay, later. On a couple of these shorts I caught myself not explaining things very well. This is a learning experience for me as well as it is for you. So I'm going to try to improve how I teach as well as make things as comprehensive as possible. So right now I've done a couple of these shots multiple times to try to make them better, but I just wanted to let you know that I am working on getting better myself. So we'll see you in the next little clip. I really like to use this fisheye lens. I have a lot of fun with it. Like for example, I'm looking at a flower, not a very good shot. I'm going to come in just a little bit, see more detail on the flower, got a little bit of a landscape going in the background. I think that's a much nicer shot. For using the fisheye lens, everything you're going to get is going to be a little bit blown out of proportion, but it is a lot of fun. I'll do a similar shot like that, but with a normal lens. Gotta watch where I'm walking. I almost stepped on a poor frog. Oh, a toad. Little itty bitty sucker. Well, I'll leave him to his own devices. I don't want to interfere with him. Last time I was here was early in the season, and there were like thousands of these little itty bitty toads that were no bigger than a penny all over the ground. And there's still a handful of them out here. Saw about 3 or 4 of them so far. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm gonna move on somewhere where I'm a little bit less likely to kill something and see what I can do from there. Found a little frog here, and at this point I can get a tolerable shot, nothing fancy. I'll keep focus on him, try to get a little closer. That should be a halfway decent shot. The previous shot was me a little further away with him completely centered. And right now I'm trying to get a halfway decent portrait of the frog. Kind of hard with this lens. It is very telephoto, so the slightest move will take away from the shot. See if I can't find him one last time. There he is. Alright, go on to something stable so I can do a little bit better video for you, or maybe use a less telephoto lens for the next shot. We'll see what happens. For an example of what would be a good photo, I might have to crop in heavily on this one. I don't know if I can use it or not. I'm going to see how close I can get before the turtle goes underwater, because it's currently facing me. And anytime you can get your subject, especially wildlife, facing you, it's going to give a much better photo when you can see the face. I think this is about as close as I dare to get, so I'm going to take this photo. And because I'm dealing with turtles and that, I won't be able to get to a bad position with this one. So I have another couple nearby that are facing the wrong direction or something like that, and I'll see what I can do with those. But I'm still going to stay on this little guy for a bit, see if I can't get some better stills. So we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm going to see if I can't do a good photo, bad photo with this turtle right here. See if I can first get a halfway bad shot. Got all that debris in between the turtle and myself. I at least got to where I'm seeing the turtle and not the sticks in front of it. I'll go for a better example on something a little bit less difficult to get to. I just thought the cute little turtle on the branch was nice. But I'll find a better example. For a bad shot, you got the frog right there, pretty well obstructed by the tree stump that it's on. And I got it dead center. So rather than focusing on making a good composition story, seeing what the frog's doing, you're just centered straight on the frog. But if I slowly move over, now you can see the frogs all, well, as much of it as you can. Go off this way a little bit and you can see, well, here's the frog. The frog's looking out over there for his next meal. That should make a much more interesting photo. And I'll go on to the next subject. Well, here's another idea for a bad photo. We've got the dot completely centered. It's an interesting shape, but all you see is the center. Now, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Get some focus going here. Get off center just a little bit. Get it in focus. And then second shot, it gives a path through the photo to where you wonder where it goes. Maybe you want to follow it. That's kind of what you want to do with your stills, is give yourself a story. In this case, the story is about where does the path go. I come up on a moth. From this angle here, it's nothing worth looking at. I'm going to try to get around to the front, see if I can get its face. Maybe get a composition worth taking a photo of. Sorry about the lack of focus. I think this more forward angle here make it more interesting. See how that goes when I get it in the computer. I think I got a halfway decent shot of that. Surprised it isn't going anywhere. But nature can be weird. Okay, try to do this one completely in manual. I can't tell if I'm in focus or not. I apologize for that. But right here we're looking at just a small flower, a little cluttered photo. Pick a subject, zoom in on just one subject, get my focus set. One subject, and that right there gives you the good and bad photos. One real cluttered one and then one organized. So I hope that better explains what I'm trying to do here. Right now, I think I've got enough footage, so I'm going to end the video here. Hopefully when I stitch all this together, I have something cohesive. You notice I'm not in the nature center any longer. I left that. I'm actually walking home. Just a pretty flower garden. I've photographed these flowers before. And I'm a little distracted, butterfly. But you know how that is with me. It's kind of like ooh shiny. If you've liked this video, click the like button. Subscribe, hit the notification bell for future videos. By all means, share this video on social media, and please leave your comments below, and have a great day.